Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present on that side. I will again welcome each and everyone on the Live Physics VK channel. So you all know that in our class 11th physics we have completed our motion in 1D. The assignment means the assignment which contains the very short answer, 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks means that assignment has been provided to you, and the respective topic assignment you are continuously getting with your video lecture itself in the description box. Okay, so there are some students the related to that I got the doubt on the WhatsApp group. So there are 2-3 students जिनके मैं doubts के अभी reply नहीं कर पाया हूँ. So please do not get be demoralized that sir आपने reply नहीं किया. बेटा please, the problem that you all are facing, definitely it is very hard time during this COVID-19 pandemic, that the problem that you are facing to study related to the technology, that you can at one time you can go through only the one lecture of the any one single subject teacher के साथ आप काम कर सकते हैं. So at the same time we are also facing such type of a problem because we have to deal, if I am generally discussing with you in a frank manner, we have to deal with all of your colleagues, all of your seniors, all of your juniors, brothers and sisters, and your classmates also. Means you have to study with your senior class 12th as well as 10th as well as you 11th also. So the only way to clear out the doubt is the WhatsApp, क्योंकि अभी यही एक तरीका है. Okay, we can also make a call. कई बार WhatsApp में we have to write it, so every time written work समझ में नहीं आता है. So for that I sometimes, or to some students, those who hasn't got from the writing statement or snapshot या pic लेने के बाद जिसको send करता हूँ नहीं आते हैं, so I make a call. So आप लोग जानते हैं कुछ student है जिनको मैंने आगे से call किया है to discuss that. By discussing on the phone call we can clear out. So we have totally rush time period from the morning to the evening, लगातार आते रहते हैं. Because if we are face to face connected, the same doubt can be solved in the 5 minutes. But when we are in the behind the phone line, तो हम अपने expression और thoughts को कैसे समझाएं? Because we are just only helpful for the written work only. हम लोग अपने face expression, और face expression also helps to teach us a lot of things. That's why we are connecting by the video, not by the pen and paper system, ताकि आप कुछ face expression मेरे समझें. So for that note, if I haven't replied to any of the student, please do not get demoralized or do not leave the anxiety कि sir हमारी तरफ आपका ध्यान नहीं गया है. All the students are equal to each and every teacher. So अगर नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आप भी कहते हैं ना, जिद वाला बात है, एक नहीं 2 बार नहीं 3 बार आप लगे था WhatsApp खुड़का दो ना, कौन से पैसे लग रहे हैं इतने ज़्यादा यार, डाटा थोड़ी सबके पास डाटा है. सो बी अराउंड दैट, लगाते जाइए सर ये नहीं किया आपने, आप भूल गए, एंड डेफिनेटली आई विल रिप्लाई टू दैट. सो सॉरी अगर किसी का रिप्लाई नहीं कर पाए हैं. सो अगर कोई रह गया है तो प्लीज आप वापस से डालते रहिए, अपना नेम मेंशन करते रहिए, बिकॉज सबके नंबर फीड नहीं है. सो आप नेम मेंशन कर दो, सर आई एम सो एंड सो डाउट. और अगर आप नेम भी मेंशन नहीं करते हो, आप बस डाउट पूछ लीजिए, हम लोग बिना नाम के भी चल जाते हैं. सो प्लीज फॉर दैट से प्लीज अगेन सॉरी अगर किसी का रिप्लाई नहीं आया है. सो with that point we have discussed about the motion in straight line, means motion in 1D, means when the body is moving in one coordinate or one dimension, either along x axis, or motion under gravity represent the motion along the y axis. Now we are going to study the motion one step ahead, or you can say our next chapter. Our first chapter was physical world, our second chapter was unit and measurement, our zero chapter was mathematical tool, our third chapter was motion in 1D, and now you can say our fourth chapter is motion in plane. But before studying the motion in plane, let me clear the difference between motion in straight line. Firstly, we study the motion in straight line. This straight line represents us the 1D coordinate. ये हमें 1D कोऑर्डिनेट के बारे में बताता है. Then we discuss about the motion in plane. Motion in plane, it means when we talk about the 2D. 2D means when we talk about the 2 dimension, and presently if I give you the example of 2 dimension, this board. This board, your paper sheet is the example of 2D, where you have the 2 coordinates. Sorry, where you have the 2 axes, x-axis, y-axis. This board does not contain the z-axis. इस board पे z-axis नहीं है. Okay, हाँ, I know it have a little bit thickness, but हम उसको use नहीं कर रहे. तो to write on the board, हम board पे लिखते हैं, sheet पे लिखते हैं. So it means we are writing on a surface. We are dealing with the surface, means the plane. The third one is the space. Means when we talk about the 3D. So where is this marker present now? Where is the location of the marker? So to represent the location of the marker, let's suppose this corner is the origin. Imagine that this corner is the origin. This is your x-axis, this one is y-axis, and towards you is your z-axis. Now I have a marker here. ये रहा marker. Now if I want to specify, अगर मैं इस marker की position को specify करना चाहता हूँ, how many coordinate I required with respect to origin? If this is origin, I require 3 coordinate. I have to specify कि x-axis में कितना है, I have to specify y-axis में कितना है, and I also have to specify कि board से कितना आगे की तरफ है, means the z-axis. Means this pen or this marker has been located in the 3D coordinate. And now अगर इसकी पोजीशन को स्पेसिफाई करने के लिए हमें 3 कोऑर्डिनेट्स चाहिए, एंड नाउ इट इज मूविंग हियर, नाउ इट इज मूविंग. If it is being moving in this manner, so it means is that it is being changing or it is being varying respect to all the 3 coordinates. ये तीनों coordinates यानी तीनों एक्सिस के रिस्पेक्ट में चेंज हो रहा है. This one, it means it is moving in 3D, and that 3D region is called as space. तो ये हमारा space है. This is our space. बोला था ना मोशन में when a body change its position with respect to time and surrounding, और उस सराउंडिंग को हम लोग स्पेस भी बुलाते हैं. यही आइंस्टाइन का स्पेस का डेफिनेशन था, स्पेस एंड टाइम. सो बेसिकली अगर आपकी बॉडी स्पेस में है, इसका मतलब 3D. सो जब भी कोई बॉडी 3D मोशन में, लाइक दी flying of the aeroplane, like the flying of the bird, so these all are working in the 3D. एक bird fly कर रहा है तो वो 3D है, वो 3D लोकेशन में है. It means bird is flying in the space. Space does not always gives you the information that out of the earth atmosphere is the space. तो हमारे दिमाग में space का एक definition बैठा हुआ है कि अर्थ के बाहर जाएंगे तो वो space होगा. तो प्लीज वो लेफ्ट कर दीजिए. ओके, तो वो वैक्यूम बुलाना शुरू कीजिए. स्पेस जो आपके चारों तरफ है वही आपका स्पेस है. हाँ, दैट स्पेस माइट कंटेन दी एटमॉस्फेयर और माइट नॉट कंटेन दी एटमॉस्फेयर. अगर उसके पास एटमॉस्फेयर हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है तो भी वो स्पेस है, और अगर नहीं है तो भी वो स्पेस है. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन जो आइंस्टाइन ने हमारे सामने रखा, और हमें स्पेस को इस तरीके से देखना है. तो स्पेस, जब मैं कहता हूं मोशन इन स्पेस, तो बहुत टाइम आई यूज अ वर्ड मोशन इन अ लाइन, ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका है हमारा. मोशन इन 2D मींस मोशन इन प्लेन मींस सरफेस, ये अब हम लोग यहां पढ़ेंगे. मोशन इन स्पेस वी डू नॉट हैव टू डील इनटू द क्लास, पर्टिकुलरली 11th और 12th में नहीं देखना, बट फिर भी कुछ न्यूमेरिकल्स होंगे जिसमें हमारे पास तीनों कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे. तो जहां पे आपकी बॉडी का पोजीशन एक्स एक्सिस में भी चेंज हो रहा है, वाई में भी चेंज हो रहा है, और जेड में भी चेंज हो रहा है, देन यू कैन सिंपली से मोशन इन अ स्पेस. आई एम मोशन इन अ स्पेस. तो जब भी कभी मैं मोशन इन अ स्पेस, तो प्लीज डू नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज कि मोशन इन अ स्पेस, अ कार इज ट्रैवलिंग इन अ स्पेस. तो बेसिकली हम लोग स्पेस में वहां जाते हैं, बट स्पेस इसलिए वहां यूज किया रहा है क्योंकि कार वहां पे तीनों कोऑर्डिनेट के रिस्पेक्ट में अपने आप को चेंज करे. अर्थ पर आप ग्रेविटी की वजह से 1 डायमेंशन में ही चलते, कार ऐसे तो नहीं जाने वाले ना, डाउन या ऊपर नीचे इन दैट मैनर, या फिर ऐसे प्रोजेक्टाइल की डाउन है. सो दैट इज द डिफरेंट थिंग, बट स्पेस डायरेक्टली रिप्रेजेंट 3D. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई होप ये 5-6 मिनट में आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि मोशन इन अ प्लेन मतलब हम लोग क्या करने जा रहे हैं. बट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, ये चीज हम पढ़ेंगे, वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट इट लेटर ऑन, उसमें अभी बहुत टाइम है, बट बिफोर दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी वेक्टर। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द वेक्टर। सो वी हैव स्टडीड दैट every physical quantity means any quantity which is measurable is known as physical quantity. So every physical quantity which is been in our surrounding, जिसे हम लोग study करते हैं, every physical quantity, some of the physical quantity only gives the information about the magnitude, and we call that, or we put such type of physical quantity in the category of scalar. So पहले ये basic कर लेते हैं, but we have another vector. I know you all are familiar, तो पहले basic से start करते हैं. What is scalar? Means the quantity which only includes magnitude. So means the quantity which only tell us about the magnitude or the numerical value. केवल न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू के बारे में बताता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज योर व्हाट? स्केलर. लाइक इफ आई से लेंथ ऑफ मार्कर इज 20 मीटर, या सॉरी 20 सेंटीमीटर, लेंथ ऑफ मार्कर इज 20 सेंटीमीटर, तो 20 सेंटीमीटर मींस लेंथ ओनली गिव्स अस द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट व्हाट? लेंथ किसके बारे में बताता है? केवल मैग्नीट्यूड कि कितना है, 20 सेंटीमीटर है, बस बात अलग. इसमें कोई डायरेक्शन का इन्वॉल्व नहीं है कि वो राइट साइड में 20 है, लेफ्ट साइड में 20 है, बस 20 होता है, तो लेंथ में इसमें कोई फर्क नहीं आ रहा. बट वेक्टर क्वांटिटी मींस क्वांटिटी which includes or gives the information which includes magnitude as well as direction. So the physical quantity जो हमें magnitude as well as direction के बारे में बताए. So the quantity which includes the information about the magnitude as well as the direction, this is called as vector. Okay, इसका example I have placed in front of you. The example was length, time, mass. So we have various area, pressure is also come into the category of scalar quantity and many more. But similarly, if I talk about the vector, so we have the vector quantity like displacement because it contains the direction, velocity, acceleration, force and many more. Okay, if I give you the example, if I say to open this door, if I say आपके पास कोई door है and if I say to open this door you have to apply 20 Newton, तो इस door को open करने के लिए आपको 20 Newton लगाना. Is that information is complete or relevant? No. You will say, sir, okay, you say that कि to open this door I have to apply 20 Newton. But unless until you will not specify that where I have to apply the force, whether I have to pull the door or whether I have to push the door, because door की opening की अपनी direction होती है. अब आपने ये बोला कि केवल 20 न्यूटन लगाओ और दरवाजा खुल जाएगा. I think this information is not being completed. And if I say that to open the door, please apply the 20 Newton pull, or to please apply pull of 20 Newton. So when you say that we have to apply the pull of 20 Newton, then we have a particular direction of the force, and that is the complete information about the force. वो force का फिर पूरा information. That's why these are those quantities which includes or which gives the information about magnitude as well as direction, but they will include only about the what? Magnitude. Some more relevant information about scalar, that it is always positive. So your scalar quantity, it has been always been positive, and vector quantity, it can be positive, negative or zero. So when we study about the various vector quantity को जब हम deal करने जाएंगे, तो vector quantity, some of the vector quantity positive भी हो सकता है, negative भी हो सकता है और zero. And the best example for that is displacement. ये हम लोग familiar है. That if we are moving in a forward, अगर मान लिए right side is the positive one, if the right side going is the positive one, so if we move here we are in a positive displacement. But हमें जाना था right side, but the body is moving on the left side, so we'll say that we are going in opposite direction. To represent that, we'll use a negative sign. So negative sign is always being used to represent the opposite direction. ये मैं आपसे पहले भी बात कर चुका हूँ. That physics never do the भेदभाव among the numbers of the positive and negative. We never discriminate them. That we never say plus 2 is greater as comparison to minus 2. That is the mathematical approach. We will say plus 2 and minus 2 are both are equal, but plus 2 is on the right hand side of the origin and minus 2 is on the left hand side of the origin. बस हम उसको डायरेक्शन के तौर पे यूज करते हैं most of the time. So that's why whenever say displacement is minus 10 centimeter, it means we are talking about its behavior, its direction. Whenever we say acceleration is negative 2 meter per second square, जिसे हम retardation भी बुलाते हैं, so acceleration is negative 2 meter per second square, so magnitudely your rate of change of velocity is 2. आपका velocity का change 2 है, but negative it implies that velocity is decreasing, वो आपको एक direction दिखा रहा है. But positive होता तो it will show the velocity is increasing, but हो कितना रहा है, 2 ही हो रहा है. So here in the physics we will not do any भेदभाव system among any of the positive negative. If we have any positive negative character और अगर हमें आगे मिलता है and if that quantity is vector means अगर उस quantity के पास direction contain का भी option है, in that case we will say that कि वो direction. बट अगर क्वांटिटी के पास मैग्नीट्यूड ही है, ओनली द वैल्यू के बारे में बात की जा रही है, फिर हम लोग नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव को स्मॉलर और ग्रेटर पे वर्क कर सकते हैं. बट सिंस वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी द वेक्टर, तो स्केलर को यहीं पे लेफ्ट कर देते, ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाएंगे. वी विल कंटिन्यू विद द वेक्टर फॉर्म. बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द बेसिक आई रिक्वेस्ट टू एवरीवन, प्लीज नोट इट डाउन. डन. नाउ सिंस we are going to approach the vector, so our complete focus is being on the vector. हमारा पूरा focus अब vector पे होने वाला है. So first of all what we are going to do, we are going to have a representation of vector. So first of all we will study how the vector is being represented. Let's suppose one of the student among you or any of the body which will start from the point A and it is being moved towards the point B. तो आपका body A से start हुआ and it will try to move towards the B in that direction. So वो A से B जा रहा है. So since we are going from A to B, so in that if we want to study the displacement, अगर हमें इसका displacement पढ़ना है, हमें उसकी position बतानी है, so to represent this AB, what we will use? We will use as a AB, means from where we started our vector. हम लोगों ने अपना initial point कहाँ से लिया and where is our final. So initial would be written at the starting and the final would be written as the later on. तो पहले initial और फिर final and above it there would be an arrow. Let's talk about the arrow symbol. Arrow symbol has a two part. This lower part is called as a tail. So this is called as a tail of the vector and wherever there is a cap, वो जहाँ पे cap पहना हुआ है और cap कहाँ पे पहनते हैं? On the head. This would called as the head of the vector. So vector is being represented in the form of arrow and this arrow has a two important part. Initial point would call as a tail and towards which point it is been approaching, that I would call as the head and it would be represented in this manner. So if we want to represent AB vector, if we are going from A to B, this would be represented A to B and above this we would have an arrow. Arrow says that it has a direction. Arrow says कि इसके पास direction है. Arrow ये नहीं बताता है कि direction right side में है. तो right side में जा रहे हैं, कहाँ जा रहे हैं, वो point बताएंगे. If, let me clear once again, if we have the same 2 points A and B and student is approaching from B to A, सो इस बार भी हमें वही करना है, A to B जा रहे थे, अब हमारे पास वही दोनों पॉइंट है, we have point A and we have point B, but this time any XYZ student has been approaching from B to A. So how we will represent? We will use B because B is our initial point and A would be our final point and the arrow would be like that. So arrow sign above that representation. So what is the displacement here? Displacement covered by the body is AB vector. But here the displacement covered by the body in the second case. So this is your second case and this one is your first case. So in the first case the displacement is AB vector. AB vector, it gives you information that हम A से चल के B की तरफ जा रहे हैं और arrow ये बता रहा है कि आपके पास direction है. But when we say what is the displacement in second vector, it is BA vector. BA. Okay. If you talk about the magnitude, अगर हम magnitude means numerical value के बारे में बात करते हैं, in that case the value of the both the cases would be same. So A to B 10 meter, so B to A 10 meter. But दोनों का 10 मीटर का डायरेक्शन अलग अलग है. So that's why this shows कि हम लोगों ने मैग्नीट्यूडली तो सेम काम किया but डायरेक्शन वाइज we are working very much opposite. So in this case we will use AB vector and here we will use BA vector. But the above arrow, please I am again repeating, arrow represents that it is a vector quantity. Arrow बताता है कि वो vector quantity है, वो ये नहीं बताता है कि वो किस डायरेक्शन में है. सो एरो शुड बी ऑलवेज फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट. तो जब भी आप किसी भी सिंबल के ऊपर जब भी हम रिप्रेजेंटेशन करने जाएं, whenever you want to represent this as a vector, always gives the arrow from left to right. एरो हमेशा इस तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करना है. ये नहीं सोचना कि डायरेक्शन उल्टा है तो अगर नीचे आ रहा था हम एरो को नीचे लगा दें. To represent the direction from where to where, we use the symbol. हम symbol नीचे यूज करेंगे, but ऊपर वेक्टर को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे तो एरो उस तरीके से चलेगा. Got it? But sometimes only single symbol is used to represent any vector. Like if I talk about, for example, velocity. If I talk about velocity, so since we all know that velocity is being vector quantity, so velocity has a symbol v, and since it is being vector, so we will give the symbol v vector. I again tell this arrow the arrow above the symbol will always gives or always represent ki it is a vector. Okay. When we talk about the acceleration, similarly, so the symbol would be acceleration above which we have vector. Similarly for the force vector. So to represent that, sometime we use, अगर हमारे पास path है तो हम लोग कई बार path use कर लेते हैं, और most of the time we will use the symbolic representation of that respective physical quantity like velocity, acceleration, that would be in any manner. Done? So this is how the vector is being represented. Okay? So I am rubbing it, so please you can note it down that how the vector is being represented, and that arrow has a 2 sign. Now since it has been represented in this manner, so one small thing that I want to discuss about. So since the student want to go from A to B, this A is called as tail of vector, B is called as head of vector. So this AB vector is the displacement direction, क्योंकि आप A से B जा रहे हैं. Now this is your displacement. ये आप लोगों ने मान लीजिए displacement किया. So this is the displacement covered or displacement done by the body. Now the magnitude of displacement. What? Magnitude of displacement. How the magnitude of the displacement is represented? The magnitude of displacement is represented by the length of vector. Length of vector. We are talking about the representation. So more be the length of vector if I want to represent AB vector. अगर मैं vector को represent करना चाहता हूँ. So this is AB vector. Okay? So this is AB vector. Let's suppose एक और student है. It is CD vector. So which of the student has covered more displacement? So since both the student have a same direction, so in terms of the direction, both are in the same manner. So AB vector, CD vector. Okay. Above arrow direction नहीं बताता, वो तो हमेशा यही रहेगा. So by looking at this representation, we get to know that both are in the same direction. But above, if we look at the length of the vector, अगर हम vector का length पे देखें, CD has a greater length as comparison to AB. So the length always gives the magnitude of vector. So let me write in this manner. Or this you can say ये आपके लिए first key point हो गया about the vector. That the magnitude of the vector is always being represented in the form of length of vector. Means more be the length of vector, more be the magnitude. Means vector का length जितना ज़्यादा होगा, magnitude उतना ही ज़्यादा. And if both are of same length, let's suppose C and D are of same length as of AB. So definitely दोनों का अगर length same है तो इसका मतलब दोनों का magnitude भी same है. So this is being a very much important point जो आप लोग star बना के as a note mention करेंगे. So I hope you will get it because this is the factor that we are going to use mostly. हम बहुत ज़्यादा बार use करने वाले हैं. Done? Okay, now since we have discussed about that, so now if we want to discuss or if we want to elaborate the vector very much high rate, so first of all we have to discuss some basic terms. So let's start with some basic terms related to the vectors. So we know how to represent the vector, we know what is the length of the vector represents about, so हम सब जानते हैं. तो चलिए अब छोटे-छोटे terms पे आ जाते हैं. And the first term is your equal vector. So what are equal vectors? So let's talk about, so two vectors can be considered as equal vectors if they have same magnitude and same direction. So if you have two vectors, अगर आपके पास two vectors हैं and if both the vectors has same magnitude and same direction, because vector always talk about both the things. It talk about the magnitude and it will also talk about the direction. If both the things are in same, अगर direction भी same है, magnitude भी same है, अगर दोनों चीज same है, then you will say both are equal vectors. So let's suppose firstly I have A vector. So this is my A vector. I am using just only one symbol and this is the arrow. This is the tail of A vector, this is the head of A vector. Secondly, I have B vector. And since both are in same direction, okay, this will not showing the direction, this vector representation is showing the direction, and since both are in same direction, and what you can talk about the magnitude, so the magnitude of the vector is being represented by the length of the vector, and since दोनों का length भी same है तो magnitude भी same हुआ, that's why A vector is equal to B vector, and this is called as equal vectors. Hope you got it. Done. Similarly, now we will study about the second term, which is called as opposite vector, or we can also call this as a negative vector. और मैंने अभी आपके साथ डिस्कस किया है that opposite, to represent the opposite direction we use the negative sign. So we can also call this as a opposite vector, or we can also call this as a negative vector. So what is the opposite? Means two vectors can be considered as opposite if they have same magnitude, but opposite direction. So if we have two vectors जिनका magnitude तो same है but direction is opposite. So I am drawing here. So let's suppose we have A vector, we have B vector. So we have two vectors, A vector and B vector. I told you the arrow over the symbol would be same, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता because it would be always B. But this shows the direction. So since both have opposite direction but they are equal in magnitude, that's why A vector is equal to B vector but opposite in direction. That's why we will use the negative sign. So A vector is equal to negative of B vector, or you can also write B vector is equal to negative of A vector. Done? So we have equal vector and opposite vector. Now we will talk about the collinear vector. So what is collinear vector? So what is collinear vectors? If vectors are in same line, then they considered as collinear vector. अगर आपके vectors, if we have the vectors, pair of the vector 2, 3 or many more, if they are acting in a same line means in the same dimension or the same axis. If I replace this line word with the axis, so it would be not be wrong. If the vectors are acting in a same axis, then they would be called as collinear. Okay, but it is talking about same axis. एक ही axis होना चाहिए, either x, either y or either z. It does not talk about anything about the कि उनका डायरेक्शन सेम होना चाहिए, अपोजिट होना चाहिए. It does not talk about the magnitude formation कि मैग्नीट्यूड कैसा होना चाहिए. So we are free to move now. So now we can say A vector, done, B vector. In this case, A vector and B vector are in same direction. So we are not concerned with the direction. But if we talk about the axis, both are acting in an x-axis, positive x-axis. Okay, so they are in x-axis. Their magnitude might not be equal. तो magnitude चाहे equal हो ना हो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But they are in a same axis. Same axis means they are in a same line. That's why this is a pair of collinear vector. Similarly, if I use this line, are you getting something? A vector and B vector. Now they are in the same axis. Okay, एक दूसरे के ऊपर lie कर रहे हैं. They are lying on us over each other. एक दूसरे के ऊपर हैं, but they are in the same axis again, x-axis. So this is also been example for that. If A vector and B vector, they are opposite to each other, not equal in magnitude. Opposite है but magnitude equal नहीं है, but they are acting in a same axis. वापस से x-axis नहीं है. It is on the positive x-axis. It is on the negative x-axis. Negative means opposite direction है, but axis वही है. Magnitude चाहे अलग हो. In the same manner, if I have A vector, and in same manner if I have B vector. So means these are the possible cases of collinear vectors. Okay, I have taken the axis as a x. मैंने x लिया है. अगर यही चीजें y में हो जाए, so that can be also be a collinear. It doesn't matter, but they should be on one axis, and this is called as collinear vector. And if it is so, तो अब कुछ बातों पे ध्यान दे लेते हैं. Let us work or let us think about something. Equal vectors, are they collinear vector or not? Yes, definitely they are collinear vectors because they are acting. So equal vectors can be called as a collinear vectors. Means these equal vectors are definitely the collinear vector, but every collinear vector cannot be called as a equal vector. आपके जितने भी इक्वल वेक्टर्स होंगे वो कोलिनियर होंगे, बिकॉज इक्वल वेक्टर मींस दे शुड हैव सेम डायरेक्शन. और अगर डायरेक्शन किसी भी चीज का सेम करना है, इफ यू वांट टू हैव two things or two vector in a same direction, definitely they should be in a same axis, तो होना ही चाहिए. So all equal vectors are collinear, but collinear is not necessarily equal in a same manner. Opposite vector, are they collinear or not? They are in the same axis क्योंकि एक दूसरे के opposite होना चाहिए. So if one is on plus x, another should be on minus x. If one is on plus y, another should be on minus y. So definitely all the opposite vectors are collinear, but not guarantee कि ये हो. They are opposite, but you can't call this as an opposite vector, because to have the opposite vector they should have opposite direction and magnitude should be equal. We will call this pair as a anti-parallel. अब हम इसे anti-parallel बुलाएंगे बस. So vectors are anti-parallel, एक दूसरे के opposite में हैं, but we can't take about the, and this pair would be called as the pair of parallel vectors. Okay, so that is the first three definition that we discussed, and you will note it down please यहाँ से. अब आप यहाँ से note down कर लेना please. Done? So equal, opposite and collinear vector. Now after definition or after discussing the three terms, let's discuss about the fourth term related to that, and that fourth term is modulus of vector. Modulus of vector. Modulus word mean magnitude. So what is the modulus of vector? It is being the magnitude of vector. So definition, what is modulus of vector? It is the magnitude value of vector. Magnitude value of vector, or you can say magnitude value, or you can say the numerical value of the vector is called as modulus of vector. So let we have vector A vector. हमारे पास क्या है? A vector. So this is the representation of the vector. Its symbol, and above the symbol there should be an arrow. Now if we want to find out magnitude, okay, how to find out the magnitude we will discuss it about later on, but how to represent the magnitude? So the magnitude of vector, which vector? Let's suppose the A vector. So the magnitude of the vector is being represented by A vector, and to represent the magnitude we use this sign, these mods. These are the mod symbol. Mod mean modulus, modulus means their magnitude value. और in future हम लोग इस चीज को अभी के लिए यूज करेंगे, but in future you will say that where we use only symbol. So the only symbol of any quantity, मान लीजिए a quantity कुछ और होता, let's suppose it is force. So if I say force vector, so how can I represent the magnitude of force? So the force magnitude can be represented by f vector mod, or simple I can use the direct f. मैं simple direct f भी use कर सकता हूँ. So if we are using directly symbol, अगर हम लोग symbol को directly use कर रहे हैं, so direct symbol using represents the magnitude. So this is our fourth term, which is called as modulus of vector. Now the fifth and the most important term is unit vector. So what is the unit vector? It is the vector, along the given vector. It is the vector along the given vector having magnitude unit, means 1. So what is unit vector? First of all आपको इस पे ध्यान देना है. ये वो वेक्टर है, in हिंदी if I say it is that vector, ये वो वेक्टर है किसकी डायरेक्शन में? किसी भी गिवन वेक्टर की डायरेक्शन में. तो किसी भी गिवन वेक्टर की डायरेक्शन का वो वेक्टर जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 1 हो. मींस let's suppose I talk about a vector. Imagine that I am talking about a vector. So A vector, it is its starting point and it is its end point. So what is unit vector? So the representation of unit vector, is A cap. A and we have to give the cap. उसे गर्मी लग रहा है तो उसे cap देना पड़ेगा. So this is called A cap, simple cap, CAP, and the representation like the cap. उसे छत की तरह बना के देना उसको, ठीक है? So representation is A cap. A cap is called as unit vector of A vector. It is the unit vector of A vector. Means ये वो वेक्टर है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड तो 1 है बट डायरेक्शन A वेक्टर के अलावा. आई थिंक आप समझे. ये वो वेक्टर है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 1 is its vector. This is the vector whose magnitude is 1 but whose direction is along the A vector. इसका डायरेक्शन A वेक्टर के अलोंग है. तो A वेक्टर के अलोंग एक ऐसा वेक्टर लेना है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड यानी जिसकी लेंथ 1 हो बट उसका डायरेक्शन हमेशा A वेक्टर के अलोंग. Done? And why we are dealing with that? Because if you remember the technique of measurement, हम लोग measurement का एक technique रखते थे. तो हम लोगों को अगर if I want to measure the length of AB, we use the standard as a scale. And on the scale what we have the 1 centimeter gap. So 1 centimeter it is your unit जो हमारी है. तो ये हमारी main unit है. So measurement is always been equal to numerical value into unit. कि आपका measurement का value कितना है तो आपकी numerical value कितनी है 10 और एक unit कितना है 1 centimeter. तो total measurement कितना हो गया 10 centimeter. What does it mean? It means is that we are repeating the 1 centimeter. We are repeating the 1 centimeter how many times? 10 times. हम लोग 1 सेंटीमीटर को 10 बार रिपीट कर रहे हैं जिससे टोटल बना 10 सेंटीमीटर और टोटल वैल्यू मिल गई. So in a similar manner, if it is A vector and this is A cap, so A cap is like the unit of that system. Okay, it has a magnitude 1. तो हम हमेशा यूनिट क्या लेते हैं 1 सेंटीमीटर. 1 मीटर को 10 बार रिपीट कर दो it would be 10 meter. 1 किलोमीटर would be repeated by 10 times so it would be 10 किलोमीटर. तो हम हर बार रिपीट ही करते हैं की चीज को. 1 kg is being repeated by 10 times so it would be 10 kg. तो ऐसे ही तो बनाते हैं. अगर आपके पास 1 kg के मासेस हैं और आप 10 kg बनाना चाहते हो तो आप 1 kg को 10 times यूज कर लीजिए it would be 10 kg. So point is that this A cap is like that unit. And how many times it is being repeated? That is the numerical value. And what is the numerical value of any vector is called as modulus. So this means what is the A vector? So thus any vector means A vector. It is being given by what? It is being given by modulus into A cap. It is from the same concept, the concept of the measurement. The measurement is always been equal to numerical value into unit. Unit जो हम हमेशा किसी भी unit को पढ़ रहे हैं, either we dealing with the centimeter, either we are dealing with meter, kilogram, gram, वो अलग चीज है, but it is always been one. वो हमेशा 1 लेते थे standardly. तो 1 SI है तो SI भी चल जाती है. If it is CGS, so it would come with the CGS, but it would be always 1. But how many times it is being repeated? So जितनी बार वो repeat किया जाएगा, the product of the numerical value and the unit gives you the measurement. In the same manner, the product of unit means anything whose magnitude is 1 but it contains the direction. तो ये वो चीज है A cap is that vector जिसका magnitude तो 1 है but उसका direction A vector के along है. So A cap is a vector quantity. तो ये भी एक vector है but it is a special call as a unit vector. एक ऐसा vector जिसकी डायरेक्शन है किसकी डायरेक्शन में? जिस भी वेक्टर को आप स्टडी कर रहे हो उसी की डायरेक्शन में है बट उसका मैग्नीट्यूड इज 1. नाउ व्हाट एवर बी द मॉडुलस, अब उसका लेंथ कितना है? तो लेट्स सपोज दिस मॉडुलस इज 10, उसकी लेंथ इज 10 एंड इट इज 1 सेंटीमीटर. सो 1 इज बीइंग रिपीटेड बाय 10 टाइम्स. So A modulus is being repeated by A cap times gives you the A vector. And if it is so, if this is the basic concept जो हम लोगों ने यूनिट और मेजरमेंट से यहाँ वेक्टर में पिक किया है, so thus we make the formula for unit vector. हम लोगों ने यूनिट वेक्टर का एक फॉर्मूला बना लिया. What would be a cap from here? It would be a vector divided by modulus of a vector. So if I write in the word that unit vector is always being equal to given vector divided by modulus of vector. So अगर हमें किसी भी वेक्टर का if we have to find or if we want to find a unit vector of any vector, अगर हम किसी भी वेक्टर का यूनिट वेक्टर निकालना चाहते हैं, we have the formula that vector divided by the modulus of that. So if someone says find the unit vector of b, so b cap would be b vector by b modulus. तो जिसका यूनिट वेक्टर चाहिए वो वेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाय उसका मॉडुलस. बट from where this formula has been derived, please. So in the book, either it is in NCERT or either it is in SL, आपको ये सीधा सा बात है, ये यूज वहीं से किया है. It has been picked from there itself, from the measurement, but ये बात नहीं की गई है वहाँ पे. So in the books, it has been directly written that the a cap is equal to a vector by a modulus. And we get confused, oh ये कहाँ से आया, और फिर हम इसे रटते ही चले जाते हैं for the time period. So you have to understand that measurement is equal to numerical value into unit. But this measurement जो हम निकाल रहे हैं वो magnitude के साथ direction भी है. तो vector is equal to vector modulus means the numerical value into a unit, एक ऐसी unit जिसके बाद direction है, but a cap का और a vector का direction same होगा. Because ये वो वेक्टर है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 1 है, बट किसकी डायरेक्शन में? ए वेक्टर का डायरेक्शन. डन. सो दिस इज योर फिफ्थ बट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज यूनिट वेक्टर, बिकॉज इट इज गोइंग टू बी द पार्ट ऑफ द वेक्टर फ्रीक्वेंटली, बार बार यूज होने वाला है. ओके, नाउ आई want to give you an example for that. हम लोग इसके लिए एक example भी pick करेंगे. So first of all, please, the fourth and the fifth most important term, it's representation of unit vector. Any vector, I use a symbol, मैं A को use कर रहा हूँ, ये किसी के लिए भी लागू हो सकता है. B, C, D वो depend करता है symbolic representation क्या है. This is the formula for unit vector. Any vector divided by the modulus gives the unit vector. Done? So now I'm rubbing it. And let's have an example to find out the unit vector of any point. So, but before going to that, let's have the representation of unit vector, or you can say coordinate with the node. So this is your node, that coordinate representation of vector. So first of all, let me clear this point. ये थोड़ा सा इस चैप्टर में बाद में आता है. So this point is being placed a little bit later on, but I am taking here because I feel that this is the time and this is the right time जहाँ पे हमें इसे पहले ही सीख लेना चाहिए. So we are learning it a little bit earlier. If you go with any of the reference book, उनमें ये mid of the chapter में मिलता है, but we will try to learn it at the starting. So first of all, coordinate representation. So as we discuss कि when we go into the direction manner, तो अगर हम लोग 1D से 2D जाते हैं, 2D to 3D, so we have a number of coordinates बढ़ते जाते हैं. So we represents various unit vectors. So unit vector in x-axis. So we have one axis. So to represent the x-axis, the unit vector means a vector. Please carefully, a vector whose magnitude is 1 but direction is along the x-axis. So unit vector of x-axis or unit vector in x-axis, its symbol is I cap. So I cap, ये वो वेक्टर है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? The magnitude of I cap means the modulus of I cap is 1. Modulus. But its direction is along x-axis. So x-axis में जैसे हम आप लोग जाते हैं, let's suppose I want to tell you that please locate a point P is equal to 2, 3. Please, P is equal to 2, 3 को locate करना है. So in x-axis we repeat 2 times. हम 2 बार x में repeat होते हैं, 3 बार y में repeat होते हैं, and then we will locate it here. बट इफ यू वांट टू रिप्रेजेंट द डायरेक्शन, तो हमने x को रिपीट करने के लिए क्या यूज कर लिया, i. सो i कैप इट इज दैट वेक्टर जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड इज 1. मैग्नीट्यूड 1 होने का क्या फायदा होगा, वी विल सी. बट आफ्टर दैट यूनिट वेक्टर इन y एक्सिस वी विल यूज j कैप. ये भी यूनिट वेक्टर है तो इसका भी मॉडुलस 1 ही होगा, but it is along the y-axis. And similarly one more unit vector in z-axis. So we are taking all the three axes. So which of the axis or which of the unit vector हम लोग use करेंगे वो depend करेगा numerical पे, whether the teacher हमसे x में work करवा रहा है, y में या z में. And to represent the z we use the k. K is also a unit vector, so that's why its magnitude would be also 1. So first of all, please note it down, the representation first of all in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now, if I want to represent p is equal to 2, 3, तो मैं p point को locate करना चाहता हूँ. So for an example, I am taking the example here. So let a point p is equal to 2, 3, 1. Let's suppose, let us take all the three axes so that we can be familiar with that. So we have a point whose x coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 3 and z coordinate is 1. So definitely if this is the origin, so in x 1, 2, in y 1, 2, 3. So x2, y3 and in z it is 1, a little bit ahead. So this should be the location of the p point, x2, y3, z1. So to represent this, because definitely it is containing the direction, इसका कोई ना कोई particular location है. So to represent this in a vector form, so in vector form, how we will represent? Please check this out. We will represent the position of the point. Position of point P. हम लोग उस P point के position को represent करते हैं, and it would be represented by P vector. So in an x-axis, we have how many magnitude? 2. So 2 is the magnitude in x-axis, but to represent the direction of that, we have a unit vector. So 2 into I cap. So there is an into sign between them. Okay? Because 2 is the magnitude, and what is the magnitude of I cap? 1. So 2 into 1, it would be 2. Means magnitude में तो कोई असर नहीं होगा, but I cap will show you the direction. I cap आपको क्या show कर देगा? Direction को. Similarly, plus. What is the next? In the y, the magnitude is 3 into j cap. To represent the y-axis, we use the j cap. Plus. What is the third? 1. On the z-axis, the magnitude is only 1, and it would be k cap. So what is the p vector we have? It is being 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. This is the method of representing any particular point into a vector form. Done? इसके बारे में और भी बातें करते हैं, but first of all, please note it down, and please note it down this example to represent this, please. Okay? Okay, now. So we know that to represent in x-axis we use I cap, y for j, and for z we for represent k. So I want to take a simple example और आपको आपकी ही पुरानी knowledge के ऊपर लेके चलते हैं. Let us bring you back to the your graphical method जो आप लोग हमेशा study करते आए हैं. So let us plot a point p is equal to 2, 3. चलो पहले 2 axis पे बात करते हैं, because the graph that we use in our daily life, it has been a 2-dimension graph. So this is our plus x-axis plus y-axis minus y-axis minus x, and this is our origin. Okay, so please locate x-axis 2, 1, 2, y-axis. So let us take more gap. So I am taking, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, y-axis 1, 2, 3. Done. So I think this should be the location of this. Okay, so now this is the location of the P point from P point. But V says that the P point has a coordinate 2, 3. P के coordinate 2, 3 है. But whenever we study the location of anything, जब भी हम किसी भी चीज को स्टडी करते हैं और जब भी हम लोग उस चीज की पोजीशन को स्पेसिफाई करने का कोशिश करते हैं, we need a reference point. हमें एक रेफरेंस पॉइंट का जरूरत है, एक ऐसा पॉइंट जो जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में हम लोग चीजों को स्टडी कर सकें. So we need a point with respect to which we can study that body, and that point is origin. So this origin is your reference point. और हम लोग हमेशा यही करते हैं, we always take the x is equal to 2 from the origin. Okay, imagine that this is your graph paper. अगर ये आपका ग्राफ पेपर है तो I think कहीं पे ऐसा रूल है that origin यहीं पे होना चाहिए. ओके, ओरिजिन कहीं पे भी हो सकता है, आप ग्राफ में ओरिजिन को कहीं पे भी बना सकते हैं, बट वंस द ओरिजिन हैज बीन प्लॉटेड, एक बार ओरिजिन प्लॉट हो गया, आप उसी के रिस्पेक्ट में अपने कोऑर्डिनेट्स को ढूंढेंगे, उसी के रिस्पेक्ट में आएगा प्लस x, माइनस x, प्लस y और माइनस y. सो दिस इज अ रेफरेंस पॉइंट. सो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट वी रिप्रेजेंट 1 2 3. सो वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट, एंड दिस इज द फाइनल लोकेशन ऑफ P. सो this is the point I am writing here. This is the point OP. So this OP, check this out, O to P, because O is our reference point and this P is the final location जिसका coordinate है. So we will call this as a position vector. So means what is position vector? The vector which represents the location of given point. So ये वो वेक्टर है जो आपके पॉइंट की लोकेशन को बताएगा, and it would start from the O and end with the P. OP vector. And this OP vector, this is OP vector. This OP vector is being represented by, what is the coordinate of that? 2. So it would be 2 I cap, 2 into I cap plus 3 j cap, and in k cap we do not have any coordinate because we do not have any z coordinate. So if you want to write 0 k cap, it is your choice, and if you want to skip the k cap, it is your choice. अगर आप लिखना चाहते हो तो भी आपकी मर्जी है, और अगर आप skip करना चाहते हो तो भी आपका मर्जी है, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. So this is the position vector. तो ये P point का position है. तो ये जो line that I draw, this is the position vector. Done? Now, first of all, this is your vector, or you can say the position vector, or simply OP vector भी बोल सकते हो, और अगर आप इसे P vector से भी represent करना चाहो, it is the box, not the modulus. Now, let us find the magnitude of position vector or magnitude of vector. So the method of finding the magnitude is under root over x coordinate square plus y coordinate square plus z coordinate square. So this is the formula that you have to be noted down. आप कहीं पे margin पे इसे लिख लीजिए, with a star बना के लिख लेंगे इसे. Means if I found the magnitude of this OP, अगर इस OP का मुझे magnitude चाहिए, so the magnitude of the vector, if I go, it was plus x axis, so sorry, magnitude of OP vector, it is modulus of OP vector, and if I want to find out the magnitude, so it would be magnitude is equal to what? Length of vector. So अगर मुझे इस OP वेक्टर पोजीशन वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए, इस P पॉइंट को लोकेट किया, फिर उसका ओरिजिन के रिस्पेक्ट में पोजीशन वेक्टर निकाला कि भाई ये दिखाता है कि वो कहाँ पे है, किस डायरेक्शन में है, एंड अब उसका अगर मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए, so we have to find out the length of vector. So how we can find out the length? This is O, this is P. Let's suppose this is A. So in this triangle, I want to find out OP. So I will apply the Pythagoras theorem. So the OP would be root over base square, which is 2 square plus 3 square. Or you can say in indirect manner we apply this method. What we applied? X coordinate. What is the x coordinate? 2 square. What is the y coordinate? 3 square. What is the z coordinate magnitude? 0 square. Either you can look from the graph or either you can use this direct formula that root over x square plus y square plus z square always gives the magnitude, and this OP would be, or you can say simply OP or OP vector modulus. OP vector modulus is equal to root over 4 plus 9. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 4 is how much? 13. So what is the modulus? Root 13. So what is the magnitude of the position vector? उसकी position vector का magnitude, यानी आप बोल सकते हो वो P point origin से कितना दूर है. This magnitude is representing what is the distance of the P point जो आपने locate किया from the origin. Now if this is the vector and this is the magnitude, can we find out, please I am writing here, unit vector of OP vector. एक और काम कर लेते हैं, हम लोगों ने वेक्टर को बनाना सीख लिया. So if P is a point with coordinate 2 3, I am talking about one example. So this is the one example that we are dealing. If P point with 2 3, हम लोगों ने उसका वेक्टर फॉर्म बनाया कैसे? With the coordinate. Then हम लोगों ने उसका मैग्नीट्यूड निकाला. Let us find out the unit vector. चलिए उसका यूनिट वेक्टर निकालते हैं. Means एक ऐसा वेक्टर OP वेक्टर, एक ऐसा वेक्टर जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड तो 1 हो बट डायरेक्शन यही हो. सो लेट अस फाइंड आउट. सो व्हाट इज OP कैप? यूनिट वेक्टर ना, OP कैप. सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर A कैप? इट इज A वेक्टर, सो इट वुड बी OP वेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाय OP वेक्टर मॉडुलस. A cap is equal to A vector by A modulus. We have learned recently. So what is OP vector? It is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 0 k cap divided by, what is the modulus of OP? It is root 13. So what is OP cap? A unit vector 2 by root 13 I cap plus 3 by root 13 j cap. And if you want to write the k cap, it is your choice. अगर आप लिखना चाहते हो तो लिख सकते हो, वरना कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So what we get now? अब हमें क्या मिला? We got a unit vector. हमें एक unit vector मिला. We got a vector whose magnitude is 1 but whose direction would be along the OP. ये वो vector है जिसका magnitude तो 1 होगा but उसका direction OP के along the होगा. अब how we know that its magnitude is 1? तो let us check कर लें एक बार. तो चलिए एक बार check कर लेते हैं. तो here I am doing this. So this was the example बेटा. So I am checking here कि whether this OP cap जो मैंने एक वेक्टर बनाया है I cap J cap, whether it is unit or not, क्या ये यूनिट है भी या नहीं है. So let us find out OP cap modulus. OP cap modulus means magnitude, और magnitude किसका? जो modulus के अंदर है. This was the modulus of vector, so it was the magnitude of vector, but it is the magnitude of unit vector. तो जो यूनिट बनाया उसका मैग्नीट्यूड निकाले. सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर मैग्नीट्यूड? रूट ओवर x स्क्वायर करना, रूट ओवर 4 by 13. इट इज योर x प्लस इट इज योर y ऑफ यूनिट वेक्टर का बात कर रहे हैं. इट वुड बी 9 by 13. इफ वी टेक द एलसीएम इट वुड बी 13 by 13, 1 and square root of 1 is 1. It means the magnitude of OP cap means the magnitude of this vector is 1. So definitely it shows, ये prove करता है कि ये unit vector है. A vector whose magnitude is 1, but ये vector बना किससे है? OP vector से. तो इसका मतलब ये OP vector का unit vector. Got it? So I think I tried with one example जो आपको मैंने देखा. चेक आप करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि बिकॉज हमसे चेक करने के लिए नहीं बोलता. दे आस्क अस टू फाइंड आउट द यूनिट वेक्टर ऑफ एनी पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट. सो अगेन वी हैव अ पॉइंट. फर्स्टली वी फाइंड आउट द पोजीशन. सो आइदर यू कैन राइट OP, और ओरिजिन तो वही होता है, तो यू कैन सिंपली राइट P वेक्टर, देन द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दैट एंड देन द यूनिट वेक्टर. So I hope you get how to find out the unit vector. आपको पता चल गया कि यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं. So there is some homework that I am giving you that you are going to practice to find out the unit vector. तो आप लोग कुछ practice करेंगे इसके. So the homework question is find the unit vector. Find the unit vector. So first point is A, whose coordinate is -1, 2, 3. So if you have x-axis at minus, so what would be A vector? -1 I cap plus 2 j cap. So you can do in this manner, it doesn't matter. Second point is B. It would be -1, 0, -2. C point means the third point is C. A C point whose coordinates are 2, 7, -4. And the last point is D that I am placing in front of you, -3, -2, -5. Okay, so you can use a symbol of A vector निकालिए, फिर A vector modulus, फिर A cap. और last में at the end please check whether the A cap that you made, that A cap has a magnitude 1 or not. If you found that magnitude is 1, तो आपको टीचर से पूछने का जरूरत नहीं. You do not have to clarify the answer with me. आप खुद ही चेक कर सकते हैं whether it is unit or not. If your A cap is not coming 1, तो अपने आंसर को क्रॉस चेक कीजिए. Definitely you have done some silly mistake you have. Got it? So this is all about the vector introduction, the basic. I know 1 घंटा हो गया है थोड़ा सा, but introduction required a time. Because अगर हम इंट्रोडक्शन को बीच में छोड़ देते, so it would be a pretty unworthiness हो जाता, वो फिर helpful नहीं जाता. So I hope to get the basic of the vector, to know about the all the terms, और आपको यूनिट वेक्टर के बारे में भी पता चला और अब आप निकाल भी सकते हैं. Done? So we will meet in the next lecture. Complete of practicing. I have given the 4 point. आप अपनी तरफ से 3-4 पॉइंट लिख के देखिए, उनका वेक्टर बनाइए. आप अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी कोऑर्डिनेट ले सकते हैं. Done है? Please, thank you very much.